Hi guys, welcome to episode 42 of Steak and Eggs. We're back. We took a break and then we took an even longer break because the entire production staff got COVID, unfortunately. But everyone is okay now, so we're back in the studio, ready to catch up on what we were doing while we weren't filming and what is going on now. So, what's up?
I was miserable.
Y'all?
3 weeks, no steak and eggs. It was my favorite part of the week, every week.
He was crying in the group chat. He was like begging. He was like, please, I need this.
Yeah.
Maybe we go over to somebody's house or something, and like we record something else, and like, oh yeah, dude, that'd be great.
It almost worked.
Yeah?
Yeah. The good news is you're playing Monster Hunter now.
I am.
And then, Emmy, you're going to play Monster Hunter.
Yep, when I'm done with Elden Ring.
And just so everybody knows, these are for you guys. Okay? So the Naga Kuga's for Emmy.
Okay.
So you're going to love that one. And the
Okay.
set that goes with it is sick as fuck. And the Brachydios is for you.
Why'd you give me him?
Because he's cool.
Did you hear me talk about how I hate him more than anyone else?
Do you really?
Yeah. So much. He's so annoying.
He's cool,
Oh my god,
man.
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, how far have you beaten a game? Like, okay, so how far did you get?
So my first playthrough for 3 Ultimate was always co-op. For Rise was majorly co-op. I did a solo playthrough up to Magnum Allo, which is like beating base game, not till Sunbreak. And then Iceborne, I beat base game, and then I've only co-opted Iceborne. So now I'm doing my first solo playthrough of Iceborne, and I stopped at Velkhana.
Right.
Yeah, so
I almost stopped at Velkhana too. I had a very bad time there. Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Oh, not really. I mean, I was just, I didn't get it. Like for me, like not getting enough sleep is like a huge debuff.
Yeah.
I just didn't get enough sleep. I was agitated, and so I just fucked up.
Yeah.
And it took me like I died on her like 4 times or something like that.
Oh, what I also realized is I didn't know that there was a Divine Protection necklace.
It's a really good one.
It's a really good one. So, in case you don't know what Divine Protection is, I mean, there's a necklace that's in the game that you can get at any time, where every single time you get hit, you have a 30% or like a certain amount of chance to reduce damage taken by 30% at level 3. I didn't know that was a thing. So people were like, oh yeah, Asmon struggled on this shit because he didn't have DP. And I'm like, what's DP? Like Divine Protection. I'm like, what the fuck is Divine Protection? So I'm using that shit now. Thank fucking God. Super good. And I think I'm right before Velkhana. And I've also learned that I was playing my class very, very, very like, what's the word? Like drag-like, like an idiot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Drag-like, okay.
Yeah.
Like an idiot.
So like when you have a move and you charge it to its max, you would assume that's the best version of that move, is what I would assume.
Oh, like you weren't letting go at the timing?
Yeah, so like it goes charge 1, charge 2, charge 3. I was
Right.
like, okay, let go at charge 3, that's the best. Apparently charge 2 is like OP as fuck.
For what weapon?
For hammer.
Oh, I don't know about hammer.
Yeah, so
I only know greatsword.
it's like, I am like, you probably don't move at all. You were probably slow as fuck because you're greatsword. Would you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't do anything. I just sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With charge 2 hammer, you just uppercut him, roll. Uppercut him, roll. It's like you cannot be touched.
Really?
Yes, every single fight I've fought, since I learned how to uppercut, I have never carded, barely getting touched.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I don't get my ass whipped on Velkhana. Because I just did the demo fight of Velkhana. I don't know how much different that is than the big boy version.
It's a little bit different. I mean, not a whole lot more, but it's a bit different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite monster so far?
I don't know. What is my favorite boss?
I've heard you liked the Diabolos fight.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. That's another one that I hated.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was a Nerd Gigante.
Yeah, Nergigante is probably the best one.
Nergi.
Yeah.
He's sick.
He is. I mean, like I've enjoyed playing it. I've put, I think 100, like when did I start playing? Like maybe 10 days ago?
Yeah.
I've put 130 hours into the game.
That's insane.
What?
That's right.
10 days ago?
Yes. And
Holy shit.
That's fucking
Yeah, I've
nuts.
been playing it a lot.
That's insane.
Yeah, I've been playing it a lot. And it's been good. I've really enjoyed it a lot. It's been really fun. But you should play it.
Yeah, I plan to after I finish Elden Ring. I'm doing my first time playthrough right
2 months.
I think
now.
I'm
Not
in
2 months, like 2 weeks.
Okay, all right.
I'm halfway through the game. Well, halfway through the required content anyway.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Because Millennia is like, that's
What?
going to take you like a whole week.
You think so?
I don't think it's
Oh.
going to be, it's not that bad. Like I beat it in a few hours. It was whatever.
How many is a
like,
few hours for you?
3?
3? Okay, it took me like 8.5.
I remember, I watched it.
Yeah, that shit was
I
miserable.
mean, 8.5, that's still like one stream.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
if you really
long
sit there.
time.
What?
that's how long it took me to beat it, you know?
Okay.
I don't know how long it's gonna take you to beat it.
Dude, you gave up on Sekiro. Don't be fucking talking to me about that shit.
I'm not saying that I'm better. I'm just saying, we all take different times.
Right.
Also, I could have beat Sekiro, but that's when Honkai Star Rail came out. That's the only reason why I dropped the game.
Oh, whatever, dude. I beat the boss that you quit on in like 2
Sekiro
hours.
to play Honkai Star Rail.
And it was the best decision I ever made.
Wow.
I can go back and beat that game any fucking time.
You should. It's good.
Yeah.
I could literally go back and beat that shit in less than a fucking week, easily. I would demolish it. There would be no problem. Genichiro would be a fucking bitch. Just being 100% honest. But I have other things I need to do, because I'm going to be playing Monster Hunter World until I beat it, and then Persona 3, and then I'll get back to Sekiro, and then probably Metal Gear Solid.
Okay. Solid list.
So how's Elden Ring been?
Well, the first day I tried to play it like Souls. I got it to Margit pretty quickly, and I was like, okay, so what I'm gonna do is, even though I do 80 damage per hit to this guy, I'm just gonna keep hitting my head against him until I eventually beat him.
Did you?
No, and then after I think 5 hours maybe, I was like, okay, you know what, chat, you're right. I'm gonna start exploring and look at some of the other bosses. And then I came back, killed him in 2 or 3 tries, and then ever since then it's been fine. I've been having a good time. It's fun.
Good.
Well, it was so bad that first day that you changed the entire structure of the bet you had with chat.
No, okay, well, it wasn't because of that. So originally, I was saying, okay, I want to beat the game in 100 hours. And chat was like, 100's pretty generous, because you're probably not going to want to do like all the caves and side things. And I was like, okay, 80.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, but if I have a time constriction, then I might feel like I have to skip a lot of stuff to beat it. So I changed it to beat it by the end of the month, because that way, if I want to do more, that just means I have to stream more.
So how have you liked it compared to like Dark Souls and everything?
I feel like it's way easier than Dark Souls.
Really?
Yeah, but I actually think I do like it more. I didn't think I was going to like it being open world, because I'm not really like an exploring kind of person on stream as much.
Yeah.
But I think I like it more.
I think it's really good. I think you just haven't gotten to the hard parts yet.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Margit is really hard. I would say Margit is the hardest
I
first
beat
boss that
Margit
they've
and
ever had.
Margot.
Morgoth, yeah.
Morgoth.
Well, that's because he's bullshit.
Morgoth?
He's bullshit because he does the fucking delay attacks, which is
They
really
still
that's
want to
annoying.
do that.
like
Yeah,
super
there's a
unnatural.
lot that have super delayed attacks that
Yeah,
feels
it's really
like
annoying.
very
I don't like it.
unintuitive.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
like when it's like for example, Glavenus is a perfect fight in Monster Hunter World, because everything he does you can see coming 10,000 miles in advance.
Yeah.
Which is how,
Well, I mean, it's kind of nice too, because then for like each boss, you have to learn it, because like in Souls, it'd be like, okay, they're raising their arm. When they're at the top, it's either right away or like 1 second, right?
Yeah.
But then Elden Ring, sometimes it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So like each one you have to learn. I mean, I think
bitched
that's kind
about
of
that
nice.
so much. It's so stupid,
Yeah.
man. But other than that, it's a great game. Also, just want to talk about, before I forget,
Yeah.
and I want to come back to Elden Ring and Monster Hunter World. Emmy, you know that Asmon has a daughter?
Oh my
He has a
god.
daughter.
Have you heard about
Oh,
this?
wait, that little VTuber?
Yeah.
I know, I saw that on my Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Why? What about it?
Well, I reached out to her.
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to play Fortnite soon.
Oh my god.
Yep, and she doesn't speak English, right?
Not really.
So I have my buddy who's, he speaks English and Japanese. His name's Lord Athelstan.
Right?
He's going to translate so we can play Fortnite.
Oh my
Why are you
god.
playing Fortnite with Asmon's daughter?
Because she needs
Why
friends,
not?
man.
You know, why not? Yeah.
Friends.
No, I'm gonna laugh my ass off if she's better than you. It's gonna be fucking funny,
Oh my
man.
god.
So how does that feel? Because you were like kind of responsible for you made her. Not you wouldn't say that ever.
Yeah.
But you gave a VTuber a career. And now you're her dad.
I mean, like sometimes I just I pulled her up. So basically, what happened was it was like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I just like randomly saw a streamer on. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was on like I think it was the Genshin Impact section, and like I saw her there, and then it was like the model was so like just cute and just non. Aggressive. It was just this cute little cat girl. Like basically, imagine Hello Kitty, but a more of a girl than a kitty.
Yep.
And I was like, this is amazing. And so then she said like Asmon-san, and she like recognized me, and I just totally fucking lost it. I was like, I can't believe this. Like, what the fuck? And it just happened. And apparently, it got uploaded onto YouTube, and it got a ton of views, and people just loved it.
Ask someone, Papa.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking hilarious. Yeah, it just happened. And it was just like, it was kind of crazy for me because like, usually it was a bit of a reality check. I'm going to be totally real because like every time that I ever do that with somebody, usually it's like they ship you together. Like, you should talk to her, right?
Yeah.
But I'm old enough now to where I got shipped as her dad. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it was a bit of a reality check, you know? Bit of a reality check. Yeah,
I
that's
didn't even
about right.
think about that. Oh man, that is fucked
That's
up,
right.
dude.
That's right. And so, yeah, I mean,
boy.
she's been streaming and she had like, she's had over 1,000 viewers before. And I think that's incredible.
You need to take her out on a play date.
Oh, really?
You know, like take her to the jungle gym or something.
Oh, like the monkey bars or some shit?
Yeah, monkey bars. You
Oh my God.
You know what a mute stream is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Oh yeah, green screen her on your stream.
Green screen on there. Have your little cat girl.
Oh my fucking
Yeah.
Next time you
God.
pull in Honkai Star Rail, you can have her as your little mascot.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think she plays that game too, actually.
Okay, man, she cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, have you been following Wuthering Waves or Zenless Zone Zero?
I have been like, kind of. Like I saw there was this new Arknight games that came.
Arknight's Unfilled.
Yeah, have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
I
have
haven't
you
been
seen it?
following gacha games at all since I started playing WoW, and you know what? I think it's been good for me.
You've been
Yeah.
clean.
I feel like very mentally stable.
I'm proud of
Oh,
you.
I don't know about
Thank
that. I mean, like, haven't you made like half of your stream titles I'm going insane?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but that's
true.
like me like expressing myself, like to like get it out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Dude, I have not seen you live in forever.
I literally streamed yesterday.
I know.
Yeah.
It's my fault. Because like
Oh yeah, you wake up hella early
I wake
now,
up
huh?
at 6 a.m. now.
That is
Wow.
insane to me.
No, it's awesome.
What's that like?
Oh, it's incredible.
Really?
Yeah, I go to sleep every day at 10. I wake up at 6. First thing I do, I wake up, I eat a salad.
Yeah.
Then I watch one episode. I allow myself one episode of either Better Call Saul or an anime. Then I go live at 7 or 8. And then the moment you go live, I end stream, raid you, and then I go to the fucking gym.
Yeah.
When you're on, I'm like, okay, I'm out. Go to the gym, work out for like 2.5, 3 hours. Play
3 hours, dang. Wait, what do you
I'm fucking
do?
around. I'm fucking around.
Oh,
though.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm
I-
lifting
No,
for
I
like,
get that.
yeah, I'm lifting for like 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah,
then I
that's-
cardio for 30 minutes.
That's chill, just
Yeah.
sitting on your phone at the gym.
100%. Then I play TFT because I work out with my boys, like, you know, Jimmy,
Oh, yeah.
Bryce, even Senna
Oh yeah,
sometimes too.
I saw Jimmy at the gym the other day.
Yeah. Senna too. And then we play TFT while we're on the cardio machine together. And then I look at old man dicks, which is great.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, they're still
Oh yeah,
there.
you've talked about
Yeah,
that.
go to the locker rooms with the big old floppy dicks.
So waking up at 6 in the morning, that's crazy. Like for me, I always just end up staying up later. Like that's what I
He
always
does
do.
the full
Yeah.
cycle.
I stay up later and later and later until I stay up early.
Well, I mean, I remember a long time ago, I was waiting for you to fuck up your schedule,
Yeah.
and you're just not doing it.
Oh, I will.
It's been.
Oh, I will. It will happen.
Do you know how long it's been since you fixed your schedule?
No.
I've been counting, Asmon.
How long?
3 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
you're supposed
about
to.
time.
Damn, you're on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a nighttime streamer, Asmon, and you're not a nighttime streamer anymore, man. You're midday.
I know, yeah. Well, I used to be morning. I remember, that's what Nick said. I told Nick, I'm like, man, yeah, sorry, I'm streaming your slot. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. We both know it won't last.
Oh yeah, did you
yeah.
see someone on Reddit made like a graph that was like how many times each person in OTK's rated each other?
Feel
Have you
bad
seen
for
that?
Nick.
Oh yeah, he said.
Yeah.
Asmon said, "I feel bad for Nick," and Nick was like, "I'm fine. Just stay out of my time slot."
Yeah. Well, because Nick never gets hosted. And like the only person who would host Nick, because I looked at I hosted Nick like every day because I felt like any time that I stream until 8 in the morning all night,
Yep.
it's like there's like never a time that Nick is going to get hosted by anybody else.
Yep.
So I would always host them. And that's what it was.
I feel like it's a blessing. I do. I
Yeah.
genuinely like you're in a time slot that's completely uncontested. That's even better than being hosted, to be
Nick's
honest.
been killing it. He's been doing the GTRP,
GTRP.
which I'm so glad I didn't try that. It's just
So am
not
I.
my thing. I don't know. I've watched a bit of it, and I don't know. It just seems exhausting.
I mean, some looks really fun, but like when you get into GTRP, which is such a top-heavy category, you have to stream for so fucking long. I'm not doing that anymore.
Fan's been streaming like 14 hours a day every single day.
Fucking insane.
He sleeps like 5 hours a night, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
I mean, I genuinely don't envy that at all. I feel great that he's killing it, but like that lifestyle, bro, I just can't do it anymore, man. I'm good. I don't want to grind, at least not for a while. Hardcore WoW fucking killed me. That shit was miserable.
Is that bad?
Oh my God,
Oh, wow.
yes. 14 hours of fucking WoW. Holy shit. And also, you can't die in WoW. Holy fuck, that was brutal.
That's why I didn't do it. I knew what it was.
Yep.
I was like, fuck that. That's a waste of time.
I'm glad that I did it, but I'm also glad it's over.
Oh, also, I need to make sure, just because I'm not sure if any of your chat's helping you out. Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
You have your armor and power charms.
Right.
And your armor and power talons.
Well, talents, they're like decorations, right?
No, the talons are you kill the basil goose, and then you form the charms into another talon, so you get double armor and double strength.
Oh, yeah, I have all 4.
Okay, and then you have your temporal mantle?
I do, I don't use it.
You should.
Yeah, is it that good?
Oh, it's so easy.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God,
wow.
It's so easy. You free dodge 5 abilities, and there's also Rocksteady mantle.
I got that one. Yeah.
Holy fuck, you got Rocksteady?
Why would I not get it?
Because you need to be HR 40 to get it. You grinded HR 40?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's miserable. I don't even have that shit yet. That's fucking nuts.
I'm like HR like 70 or 80.
Okay, so now I get how you have 130 hours. Because I'm right before Velcana. I've only been playing for 30 hours.
Have you been playing off stream?
Of course.
Oh.
You have to for that game.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
There's so much
there's like
grinding.
boring grinding.
I mean...
Well, I just play off stream. I think it's fun, right? I mean, and that's
interesting because I feel like most of those games that are like progression games, if you stream it off stream, it like kind of kills the like experience for the viewer. But is that one different?
what
or do
I
you
usually
do.
do. It's like what I used to do this with WoW is like I would farm loot boxes off stream and then I would open them on stream.
Yeah.
And so like it's not exactly like that, but it's more like, okay, I'm gonna get this weapon for tomorrow. And so getting this weapon requires me killing the same mob that takes 15 minutes 7 times.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like,
If you co-op it,
yeah,
oh my God, it takes seconds.
really?
There's this fight, the only fight that's made me rage, and I mean really bad. Like, I would be ashamed if anybody saw this fucking VOD, was me fighting Barioth in the arena.
Uh-huh.
Have you done that? Barioth in the arena. It's way different than the normal fight. Barioth in the arena.
What makes it different?
Okay, well, you can't hide. And this thing is like max aggression. Because it's pissed, because it doesn't want to be in the arena.
Yeah.
Is this game way harder than Souls games?
It has like, so this is the difference with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is kind of like Elden Ring, where you have so many tools to solve problems.
If you just
that
use the tools,
if
you
you
can do
use
it.
all of the tools in the right way and you have all the game knowledge, you can make the game a lot easier.
Yeah.
And there's also different weapons that are like higher and lower skill cap based off of like what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
So-
if you want to beat the game, just use longsword.
Okay.
It's free. What's up?
Yeah, apparently that one's very good.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Sword and Shield. You're using Great Sword. That's
I
like
am.
a little bit above mid tier. It's really like a B tier weapon. It's so fucking slow. It's really hard to use. Like Great Sword's really fucking hard.
It is.
Yeah. Hammer is.
I miss a lot.
So Hammer's pretty easy to use, but the problem is you have to use it against monsters in a certain way that makes it difficult because you have to hit them in the head.
Yeah.
Every hit has to be a headshot. Otherwise, you're not fucking doing anything. And so generally, with Monster Hunter, you can stay to the side of the monster to avoid being hit by like claw swipes or bites. But now you have to be right in the danger
It's just
zone.
more in detail, basically.
Well, like,
Yeah.
so in Elden Ring and Dark Souls, there are a lot of strategies that you can just simply one-shot a boss with. Like,
Yeah.
literally kill him in 1 or 2 hits.
Yeah.
But with Monster Hunter, it doesn't work that way. So you have to have, like, it's a different set of tools that you have, and you can't just completely invalidate a fight. It's kind of more like Sekiro, where even if you have all the tools and the weapons and everything,
you still have to play it correctly.
there's only a few bosses that you can actually like 100% cheese. Everything else you actually have to figure it out at least half of the way.
Yeah. And game knowledge transfers over from Souls very, very easily. Like Asmon doesn't seem like a new player. He seems like someone who's just naturally good at the game. But there are things like, for example, so Asmon just pretty much goes up and hits him, right? Because
Yeah.
it's his first time playing Monster Hunter. That's not how I play the game. So like, for example, I start every fight, I grapple hook their face, I hit him in the face, and then I RT, which wall bangs him. Wall bangs him, sends the monster flying, hits the wall, takes 3% of their max HP. They fall on the ground. I get a burst phase. Okay, they get up, they fly in the air, then you lightning bug. That makes them crash, fall down, hit them again. And then you go on a ledge, you jump off, hit them in the head, you mount them, you knock them down again. Like there are so many tools you can do. You can also, you can shock trap them, hit them again. You can fall trap them, hit them again. There's tons of mechanics. And then by the time they're not enraged again, you can wall bang them and do it all over again. So like you can unga bunga it, which is the hardest way to play Monster Hunter. But if you know what to do, it's kind of harder to learn, but it makes the fights way faster and a lot easier if you know like every mechanic. Because like you can kill them in any way, shape, or form. It's so fucking good. Like the combat is so fucking complex. But when you see a 4-player Monster Hunter World fight, it's a joke.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Oh my God. Like it is like, I'm not even kidding you. It is like Goku fighting like Krillin. Like it is, there is no chance for this monster at all. It's 4 dudes that just CC him the whole fucking time. It's disgusting. Oh my God, it's so sick. It's so funny. But that's how I speed up my grinding.
Really? I didn't even know. I've never played with another player before.
Yeah, like a 25-minute fight would last like a minute and a half if you have 4 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Do you
Especially
guys
if you bring
share
in sweats.
items?
What's up?
Share items?
No, you don't share anything. Like you just get all your own shit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good for like, there are some fights that I think are really good duo. Like there's one called Behemoth. That's a really good one duo.
That one yet. Yeah.
And then, but like if you just bring in some sweats in, they'll obliterate that shit for you. Late game, it'll probably fall off a little bit, but for where I'm at, I can just bring in a max level hunter, and then he'll just, he'll just clap it. Just like getting level boosted in hardcore WoW.
Well, I mean,
good.
you got to actually do the fights yourself, though, right?
Of course,
I mean,
beat
yeah,
it first normally, and then when you have to refarm it,
That's
then
the way I
grind
see it. It's like if I know I can beat it, like I have no problem getting carried in a game that I've already beaten before,
100%.
or I know I can
Yeah.
beat. But like I don't want to get carried through something that I've never done before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I've done co-op twice. I beat the Barrioth in the arena once, never wanted to do it again. Just did it twice, farmed it, got my little event, got my new weapon, which looks sick. It's a fucking Esconor's axe.
Ooh,
It's cool as fuck.
is it actually from the?
No.
Oh,
But
okay.
it looks really cool though.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen the Naga Kuga set?
I have. Yeah.
That's
I mean, it
so
looks
hot.
really cool.
Oh,
yeah.
you're playing a dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude.
What?
You got to play as a chicken Monster
Who
Hunter.
plays a girl?
It's so much
Who
better.
plays a
Wait, why is
girl?
it better? It's because it looks better?
Oh no,
Wait,
oh my God, all the model sets look so good. The character, I don't know, man.
like the armor?
Yeah, the armor looks it just looks way
Oh,
better.
so like, I was gonna ask, in the cosplay contests that we all hosted together, were the Monster Hunter armor sets accurate, or were some of them like stylized?
like super accurate.
Really?
Yeah, they were very.
yeah, because
accurate.
I know some like the WoW cosplays for like the girl ones, they'll kind of make it more like stylized or like sexy. I was wondering for like the Monster Hunter
I mean,
ones.
there's probably a little bit of, creative liberty they take, right? But it was
Yeah.
about 90-10, like 80-20, I'd say.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to make a Monster Hunter outfit sexier for like females. They're insane.
Really?
Oh my God, they're fucking lewd
What a
as shit.
surprise.
Yeah, no, they got like chainmail fishnet.
Yeah.
It's insane. It looks so fucking cool.
Chainmail fishnet, that's so sick.
It is so fucking
I mean, look
sick.
at Street Fighter 6, right? I mean,
Yep.
they don't give a fuck. Yeah, they don't care at all. But no, I've played it a lot. I mean, it's been really fun. I actually might go back and play Rise, like maybe afterwards. I'm going to play Dragon's Dogma before the second one
The
comes
first
out.
one or the second one?
First one.
First one's amazing.
Well, yeah, I want to play it before the second comes
Yeah.
out. Second one comes out in March.
I haven't played Dragon's Dogma 1, I think since I was in like high school. That's an old as fuck game, right?
It came out in 2011.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. That game is fucking hard. At least for me back then.
Oh, okay.
12 years ago, me. I mean, I was struggling in fucking so many WoW raids too that are easy as shit. So, yeah, no, that was a hard one. I also thought Witcher 3 was really hard when I was a kid, but then I played the game that's easy
Really?
as fuck.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Have you played that one?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I didn't
Yeah.
play all of it, though. I
Because
didn't
the
finish the game.
UI. The UI is so fucking terrible in Witcher.
Is it that bad? I don't know.
I mean, dude, if you think Monster Hunter UI is bad,
Well, it just wasn't intuitive, right? I mean, like
Yeah.
once you understand what the logic is behind the UI, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But like doing it, it's just like there's a lot of stuff that's just fucking stupid with
yeah,
it.
same thing for Witcher for me.
Yeah.
Made
Okay.
no fucking sense.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to play another like more story-based game or something like that, but
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I think.
Undertale.
Persona 3, what's it called? Reload's
Persona 3
coming out
Reloaded.
soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about before, that game might be too long to be a good stream
86
game.
hours.
But, I mean, it is a good one.
Yep. I would recommend that you play Persona 4 Golden instead.
Yeah.
Because that's
Oh,
like,
I'm playing the one right now.
it's
off
like the
stream.
best one.
Oh wow.
It's really good. I'm on
Yeah.
like the second dungeon, so I'm not that far in it.
Yeah.
It
Have you-
is really good.
Have you met the gay dude yet?
Ooh.
I'm on that one.
He's awesome. He's so cool. He's one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
he's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Prince of Persia tomorrow, like the new one. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that.
That
Like,
blows my mind.
why?
I don't know. It looks really bad.
Well, yeah.
That's like an old classic
because
game, isn't it?
You want to know why it looks really bad?
Yeah.
It's because Tectone just got done talking about whenever he was a kid, he played Witcher 3, okay? Whenever I was a kid, I played Super Metroid. I played Legend of Zelda, like A Link to the Past. I played Castlevania, right? And so like for me, whenever I see that game, it's like, oh my God, this is the same thing I used to be so into. And now it's back, right? Now it's here. So I'm super excited.
And you played Hollow Knight?
I played a bit of it. I didn't finish it. I need to.
Okay,
I will finish it.
Because that's probably the only Metroidvania I've ever really deep dived into is Hollow Knight, which is super good.
I still feel like he should play Undertale. I mean, his stream like the coffin of Andrew and Lele. I mean, that game, Undertale's also
that video has like 1 million views.
Undertale's like a little bit edgy, but not that edgy.
No, Undertale, you could bang it out in a stream too.
Undertale's like Tumblr edgy.
Okay, so it's not edgy.
I mean, it's like got dark parts, but it's not like edgy.
Yeah, edgy. I feel like it's actually just funny. Like it's actually just it's a hilarious game, and it's a game that'll make you cry, it'll make you laugh, and you will fall in love with these characters.
Well, I'm sure I'll cry in a video game.
Well, he's not gonna get the hardest fight on his first playthrough though.
It has to be the second.
I mean, he could like get to that point like off stream and then do it. I don't know.
I think a complete replay through is good because it's so much shorter.
That's true.
Because the original playthrough probably takes around like maybe 6 hours, and then it's supposed to be beaten 3 times. There's 3 different ways you can play it.
Yeah, it's meant to be like a shorter game, and then if you want to like do all the different routes, the other routes are shorter.
Yeah, y'all never played Armored Core 6, right?
I played it.
I didn't play it.
You didn't play? How far?
I didn't play it at all.
What do you mean? Why not? It's so good.
It is really,
I was
really
playing
good.
Sekiro, and then I was like, okay, I'll do Bloodborne first, and then I didn't finish Bloodborne because Hardcore WoW popped off.
See, that's the thing is like for me, like I'm playing video games all fucking day, man. Like I am like I'll go through phases where like I don't even play video games at all except for like maybe a few hours on stream every day. And like that's it. And then I'll go through other phases where I spend a few hours every day not playing video games. And then all the rest of the time I'm playing games. And like right now that's what I'm doing.
I'm not in that phase. I'm literally I play games on stream, then I don't touch them.
Really? Is that it?
And it's really good. Because games are more fun on stream anyways. Like if I was going to play a game, I would stream it regardless.
I play the games that I want to play that I think wouldn't be good for stream off stream.
Exactly.
I'm playing Holocure and Persona 4 off stream right now.
How far are you in Holocure now?
Okay, well, when you asked about it at S-Fan's house, you said, did you beat the Halloween one? And I was like, yes. And you were like, no, you didn't. And I was like, well, is there another version of it that comes later? And you were like,
there was
no.
Another version.
Yeah, I asked if there was.
No, because I said it was at nighttime. And then so she finally goes over and like, I mean, luckily, like I watched her do the stage. So like, I mean, basically, you know, she had me there telling her what things to pick. And so she was able to beat the stage because of that. But I mean, yeah, she's still got a couple more stages to go.
I'm on the Office, the second phase Office one right now.
Yeah, it's the second to last one.
Yeah.
I think there's a new game. It's like Holocure, but better.
Oh shit!
It's called
Here we go
Wedding
again.
Witch.
Wedding Witch.
Oh my god!
What's that?
First of all, you should play it. I beat the whole thing in 2.5 hours. I don't know how. It's just like Vampire Survivors.
What's the art style?
Oh man.
Is it weeby?
No, it's actually really good. Full 3D models.
Oh.
And you play as this chick, and she wants to be wed, and then she wants to be ready for her husband, so she has to decide whether she needs to have big tits or a big ass, or whether she should be a cat girl before she gets fucked.
Why not all the above?
That's what you can do.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and as you upgrade your big boobs, like bigger boobs mean you use explosion magic.
Okay.
Bigger ass means you do magic damage, and then being a furry means you summon pets.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can do all 3 of them then.
Wait, did you play that game? It was like a horror game where like a vampire with big boobs is chasing you around the house.
Yep, you should play that too.
I almost played that on Halloween, but I played some other horror game.
Dude, the lore of that game is insane.
Oh, we had the lore.
Oh my god. Like the story, like you really feel for her. Like every single time you chase her, you're like, oh my god, I get it. And then when you beat the game, you unlock the bathroom scene, you're like, oh my god, now everything comes full circle.
Now everything makes sense, yeah.
Whatever, bro.
We need to get both you guys in the gym.
Is that right?
Yep.
I go to the gym like once a week, sometimes twice.
Oh, wow.
What do you do?
I do stair step and cardio, and I do Pilates, which I could do at home, and then I do like leg press stuff.
What is a Pilates?
That's like body weight exercises. So like things like crunches, planking.
Those are called Pilates?
Yeah. Or like things like squats, but not using weights.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that what that was called. That is the dumbest
Doing
word I've ever
it
heard.
at the gym's just like, I don't know, it's just like a vibe. It's like I could be doing this in my room, but here I am at the gym.
Oh, it's way better.
I do like the stair stepping machine though. I usually use that for like 30, 45 minutes.
No, so there's us. We have to do a steak and egg special of taking Asmongold to the gym.
Oh my God.
I would be down for that.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And we go to Iron Forge,
Okay.
the new gym, which by the way is fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah, I went there with Canute and Bryce. We wrestled.
Yeah.
That was fun as fuck. Bryce is insane.
Yeah.
Like Bryce is insane. He's like 160 pounds and he pinned Canute in like 30 seconds.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then he wrestled me, pinned me in like 2 minutes. And then the second time, I figured out a strategy and I still couldn't pin him. And then we both just kind of gave up because we were too tired. Plus, I have asthma. That shit sucks. But yeah, I mean, I am very excited for Canute and Miz and Rob because I think they have a very special gym on their hands. I think it's going to do fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
I haven't been to it yet. I want to go. Yeah, I know I talked to them a little bit about going. I'm sure I will eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canute really wants to talk to you.
I know. Yeah, he messaged me about it. He messaged me about it. I just haven't gotten back to him
Have you
yet.
seen the clip?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
I fucking message him. He never responds to anything I fucking say.
Yeah, that's right. That's usually what happens.
Did you see the new drive-through clip for Canute?
No.
No.
Oh my God. Okay, I don't know what drive-through he's at, but he pulls up and he tries to order a cinnamon bun for his daughter, I think. And then the lady's speaking in Spanish, and he's like, "Do you speak English?" She's like, "Yes." And he's like, "Can I have a cinnamon bun?" And then she starts speaking Spanish, and he's like, "What?" And then he like asks for English, and she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Cinnamon roll?" And she's like, "We don't have cinnamon roll. Cinnamon bun? We don't have that."
What the fuck?
It's even better than the cake pop
Oh
one.
my God, I'll have to watch that. I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
It's so good. I'll send it to you later.
Did you see Miskif getting fucking obliterated in the gym?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
What happened?
So Mizkif, his massive ego, decides to challenge a two-time like state champion who has 100 pounds on him to a wrestling match.
So who won?
I wonder.
Yeah.
Dude, in the clip, he like flips him around and Miz goes, "Ah!" And then he like slams him on the ground.
Jesus.
Yeah. And me and Miz will be having a wrestling match soon too.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's going to whoop my ass.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Why?
Well, he's trained.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's done wrestling before. I've done a little bit. I know like the basics.
Yeah.
They taught me for like pro wrestling, but like even still, I was watching back my fight with Bryce. Well, my fight with Bryce.
Yeah.
I can't feel out where my center of gravity is anymore. So
Yeah.
I get rolled around real fucking easy.
Okay.
But it'll still be fun. Absolutely. And nobody got injured when me and Bryce wrestled as well, which is very good because almost every time I wrestle or someone wrestles me, either I get injured or they get injured.
Right.
Because it's like,
It's not good.
it's not because the people who I wrestle are like very rough, like very, 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 very fucking rough. Got way too many egos, fucking through the roof,
Yeah.
like life or death. You know, like there was this one dude, we were wrestling, take him down. He goes to try to stop himself, like tries to hold himself from I was like 240 pounds. He was like 160. What do you think is gonna happen when you try to stop 400 pounds of pure force coming on the fucking ground with your fucking arm?
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking snap immediately.
Ooh.
It's just these people are fucking dumb. But I wrestled with Bryce and Canute and I realized it's about safety and about fun. So I feel like it'll be absolutely fine. I think. Or we'll both get injured. And that'd be really funny because I feel like Miz deserves to get a bone broken or two. With how many bones he's broken. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with Rob? Yeah, true. Remember that.
Rob, Senny, S-Fan.
Oh, I forgot all about Senny. Yeah,
Wait,
true.
when did S-Fan happen?
Well, S-Fan breaks so many bones. I figured one of them is Miz's fault.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know?
You're just throwing it
The
out
only one I
there.
remember,
It was
oh
probably
God,
Miz.
every time I see one of those arcade punching machines, I think of S-Fan breaking his wrist. Dude,
Oh,
that
God.
was awful. That was a terrible day.
That's why I never did that. I never did. I could see, obviously, like if you hit that as hard as you wanted, that would hurt your fucking
Well, the
hand.
problem is his wrist like slipped, so I think he hit it like this or something.
Well, that's the thing,
I don't remember
right?
what
Is like you have
happened.
to have like there's like a certain type of like punching that you have to do in order to make that work. And like I didn't train doing that, but I know that you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and the other dumb thing is when people think that the arcade punch machines actually exactly equates to how strong you are.
Right.
Because it's not. Like the point of the arcade machines, I don't know which one you went to, at least the one that I go to, is like
Oh, this was in Korea.
oh, well then shit, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
He broke his hand in Korea?
Yep.
Nice.
We had to take
that
him to the
sucks.
hospital in Korea.
How was the Korean hospital?
It was nice.
Oh, speaking of
It
which,
didn't cost that much.
I'm gonna go on a crazy tangent.
Okay.
Hospitals,
Yeah.
AI hospitals.
Right.
What are your guys' opinions on so first of all, there's the SAG-AFTRA thing that just happened with the voice actors and
Yeah.
people's getting their voices replaced with AIs. Are you guys pro AI? Or are you kind of afraid of it? Because before y'all begin, I'm very pro AI. I think it is the future. I feel like people are fighting against it.
Yeah.
When people say things like, oh, AI is going to be taking away jobs like fast food restaurants, well, I feel like it will also create opportunities for new jobs. And I think it will also advance our species as a whole. But that's my opinion. So I'm curious if you guys are for
I think
or
AI
against.
can do a lot of good things, but also a lot of bad things. But I think that a lot of the bad things are kind of coming forward now. But over time, there will be more good things like science things, medical things, like what you're saying.
Yeah, 100%. What do you think?
If you look at history, there is not a single point in the entire time of recorded history that pushing back technology and suppressing it was ever viewed as anything more than bad. So if you look at the church doing it, if you look at any sort of oppressive regime doing it, if you look at current dictatorships doing it with the internet, this has never been seen as a positive, and technology has always moved forward, and AI will be no different. AI is a great thing. I understand that people are upset that their jobs are being lost to AI, but in my opinion, the company should not be responsible for your welfare. That should be the government. So, take up that frustration with the government, and I agree with it. I'm a universal basic income enjoyer, okay? I think this is a very important thing. I don't want to get political here, right? But I don't think that there needs to be any reason that you should have to need to have a job. And I think that I actually would disagree with you that AI will introduce jobs at the same rate that it removes them.
Oh, I don't think it's the same rate at all.
The same thing happened with machines, right? In factories and shit.
Well, you're talking about the Industrial Revolution. Yeah. And you're right about that, but the Industrial Revolution, the goal of that was mainly to process things at a rate and scale that was unheard of. Whereas with AI, that's one goal, but the other major goal with automation is it is fundamentally at its core designed to remove jobs from the economy.
Yep.
Because that's what it's supposed to do. So if it's not removing them at a higher rate than it's adding them, it doesn't exist.
I would, and I'm not sure what you think about this, I would assume that if AI technology is properly implemented and used how we view that it could be used with AI fast food restaurants, I would assume the cost of living would drastically go down without having to pay so many more workers to sustain the factories and restaurants that we currently have to do. Would that happen that way? I don't think the cost of living would go up. I would assume it would go drastically down.
Well, it depends on how you define that, because the cost of living, for example, for wages, you look at wages, how much money people get paid. At 1970, somewhere around there, there was a massive divergence. And before then, workplace productivity went up at about the same rate that wages did. And now, where it was going up like this, now it's like this, where wages are all the way down.
That's not good.
Yeah. And so usually whenever things are able to make more money, they retain the original prices unless other people reduce their prices. And I went to business school, and I was many years ago, 3,000 years ago. Yeah. And I remember one thing that I always thought was very interesting is that one of my professors said that, a price war isn't good for anybody. And so, which is kind of an ironic thing because it clearly is very good for a customer, but the customer isn't even considered in the business equation. So as long as people are willing to buy stuff, I wouldn't expect the price of living or the cost of living to go down a lot. And I think another example you can use of resources and materials becoming cheaper and then not retaining any sort of a price reduction is diamonds. Look at the price of diamonds. Look at how easy it is to make diamonds and the artificial scarcity of them. And then also look at the artificial diamonds that are created and see how people don't put the same intrinsic value into it.
Yeah.
So I think that, no, I don't think the cost of living will go down substantially, although the raw cost of living will. It will just increase the profits for the the people that have the means to secure them.
Okay. The way I was picturing it was you know how if you want to get a massage, you go to a masseuse?
Yeah.
You charge them $400, $500.
Right.
You get rubbed up, feels
Damn,
good.
that's an expensive massage.
Yeah,
What
I don't know how
the
much a
fuck?
regular massage is, but I've only gotten one. And
That's a crazy expensive one.
That's not.
I'm sure it was good
It was
though.
not that much.
Oh, okay.
There's
Really?
no
I
limit.
can't remember.
It's like $100.
Okay, $100. Sure. Let's say you pay $100. Maybe you tip $50 because I mean that's some traumatic shit having to ask somebody to touch you like that. So you tip them pretty good. That way, you know, they feel better. Or you could do the massage chair, which is $1.30.
Right.
Does the same
Not
thing, but
the
just way
same.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same at all.
Yeah, that's how I feel about AI art. Like, people keep talking about it, and I mean, maybe over time it'll start to look more organic, but I've never looked at a piece of AI art and been like, damn, this is better than something a human could make.
I don't think that's true. I think that that's only true in the context of you knowing that it's AI art. How do you know that every single piece of art that you've seen isn't made by AI?
That's true, I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of AI art, like especially when you can tell it's AI art, I feel like the value of it comes from like, oh wow, this was like really easy to make. It took like 10 seconds to type it in.
Yeah, 100%.
But it doesn't look better than something that's like obviously made by a skilled artist.
But it gets the job done, as well as then I don't have to talk to an artist who's going to fuck me over. They're going to make me wait 3 fucking weeks. I'm going to do back and forth. I've had such a bad...
3 weeks is really fast for an art commission,
Okay, 3 weeks would
in
be
my
crazy.
experience.
Okay,
I don't know.
I've been
Yeah.
waiting 8 fucking months for emails.
That is
It's
annoying.
insane. I don't know. I've had a very bad time talking to
Yeah,
artists.
I mean, part of the controversy with that also comes from that AI art is created from samples that real artists have made.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like the AI is pulling stuff that humans made to make its own thing. So then people are like, oh, in a way, it's like plagiarizing, stealing.
I understand that people are upset about that, but I will be honest. A lot of people base their art off of existing art.
Yep.
Like, for example, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is derivative in a lot of ways from Fist of the North Star.
Absolutely.
Does that make JoJo's Bizarre Adventure any less or anything else? No, it doesn't.
No.
So I don't think that there is a substantial, like, logical difference between using something that's informed by an algorithm versus using something that's informed by perception.
I feel like there is, because I feel like that's like for streaming. Like, say like Ludwig did like an event that you really liked and you're like, oh, I want to do my own version of that. I feel like that's the same as like being like, I really like this artist's art, and then like taking a piece of their style and reference to your own. But I feel like AI is like a clips channel that's just a bunch of clips of other streamers. It like hasn't made anything that it's its own, you know?
Well, I think it depends on what you define as mating, as made. Yeah, mating. Like, sorry, like, it's such a dumb thing to say. As making, right? As making something. And so if you have something that like that is created, like, is there something that has a higher intrinsic value because it's created, like it's handcrafted? Like, if you found out that this or that or this chair or the blanket was handcrafted.
Yeah, I think that there is to a lot of people, but to a lot of people, there's also not. And I mean, you also can't stop it. So it's like, why fight it?
And I think that also, like, people right now are having this perception. And I bet that people had this same perception whenever cameras came out. And originally, people viewed photography as a joke. And then over time, it became more normalized as society got more acclimated to it. And I think that's what's going to happen with AI. Because, for example, with photography, you don't need to have photorealism with drawing anymore, because photography just exists.
It's
right?
crazy.
You don't need that.
It's crazy saying some of the things people do with AI. You know what I saw on Amaranth's Twitter?
Oh, boy.
I don't know if she's still doing this, but I looked at this like
Is this the
a
bot?
week ago. The bot? No, not the bot.
Oh.
So what she's been doing is she was posting selfies of herself for like whatever she was doing, going live, whatever.
Yeah.
She started posting AI selfies of herself.
Right.
And it's very obviously AI, like her face looks off, like it's just off, her hands are fucked up, the background doesn't make sense.
Naturally.
But it gets the same amount of likes, and a lot of the comments don't even realize it's AI. So it's
Exactly.
like, why would she get dressed and put on makeup to take a picture when a lot of her viewers don't even know that it's an AI picture she probably took like 30 seconds to make?
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Really?
Go
Yeah, never- I've never
go
heard
look
of
at her
it.
Twitter
Schlatt.
later. It's crazy.
What about Schlatt?
Think about it.
AI Schlatt.
What's AI Schlatt?
He face apps himself all the time.
Oh, I think FaceApp is fine.
What's the difference?
That's like,
Oh, I don't think no, I think it's fine.
I don't think that there's I really don't think there's a big moral difference between face apping and
I wasn't even saying it was immoral. I just thought it was funny.
The problem is the
No,
internet-
I didn't mean that you were. I think it's very interesting too. I love it. I think it's incredible. And like at the end of the day, you said it gets the job done.
Yeah, it gets pretty much the same amount of interactions.
And there are people that like AI art porn. They love it. Remember we had the big fucking deep fake thing and all of that. And it's getting very popular. And it's going to continue to get like that. And that's just the way it is. And so there are ways that you can kind of like combat it. And I think so. Like that's important to do, especially with like people having their likeness used without their consent or against their consent, especially. But overall, I do think it's a great tool and it will be like super useful for a lot of people with all kinds of things. Like for example, my editors use AI Asmongold to just read
People don't even realize.
They don't even know.
That's crazy.
They have no idea, bro. In like 3 years, I'm just going to retire and people are never going to know.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I know that. But like I could. And like, they'd be like, oh, wow. Yeah, Asmon's stream really was great today. He doesn't get mad on stream anymore. Like, I wonder why.
Yeah.
And so that's it. I think that's what's going to happen more and more is that you'll see more things become normalized. And as AI becomes normalized in culture, people will be more accepting of it. It's the same as like video games, right? Like we've seen, all of us really have seen, like growing up, video games were not as culturally relevant or culturally accepted as they are now. And I think the same thing is going to happen with AI. Same thing happened
I agree.
I would say like 2016 was a pretty big turning point for like computers and like the internet and like 2020.
Why 2016 in specific?
The election. And
was that Obama?
no, that was Trump. Obama
Oh my God,
was
Trump was 2016.
yeah, Obama was 2008 and 2012.
I'm curious to see like the long-term consequences of things like AI, because even now for like the internet, like I keep seeing all these posts that are like, it'll be like a parent and he's like, my son is like 22 and he and none of his friends like go on dates or have girlfriends or really like socialize
my Reddit.
outside
both
of
of those are on my Reddit.
Oh,
his problem.
it wasn't on. I didn't see it on your Reddit, but I did see it on Reddit.
Yeah.
But then like for things like like AI girls or like AI people, like I also saw this study that was like about how like humans weren't meant to like see so many like beautiful or attractive people in their lives. Like you'd be like in your village or whatever, and there'd probably be like 3 beautiful girls. But now it's like you go online and you see all of these attractive people, and like with AI even more so, and it just makes people like have a harder time like getting into relationships, staying in relationships, even like socializing outside of online. So over time, is everyone just going to become like a degen hermit? Like what's going to happen?
I don't know.
I think that will probably happen to an extent. You're right.
Not everyone, but a lot of people.
And I think that also, like, imagine showing our life now to somebody who grew up in the year 1890. Like, they would view us as degen hermits.
100%.
So it's like, because you think about back then, like you went to church, you got married in the church, like you wouldn't, like your idea of having fun was going down and, everybody singing songs together, at some bar or some tavern or something like that, or at somebody's house. So like, I think that really, you're right. Like AI fucks some people up, but I think the real truth is that it doesn't fuck some people up. It gives people the ability to fuck themselves up.
That's a better way to put it. Yeah, I
It's a
feel
tool.
really bad for a lot of the people that are like, are they turning like 20 now that went to high school during COVID and now they're going into like this like internet era where everything's kind of just easier and better online. Yeah, everything's fake too.
Nothing's real. It's all for money, and you're being played.
I hear a lot of people saying that like, filters and AI or video games are ruining people's perception and like raising the beauty standard. But like, I don't know.
They have a term for it.
I think they just don't go outside because I feel like when you go outside, you realize you're like, okay, like people online probably are hotter than people I see in real life, but that doesn't affect, me being attracted to or enjoying people in real life. I feel like it's just people that spend all day like on their phone.
I feel like I genuinely see 8 to 10, maybe even more than that, beautiful females every day, and like 30 to 40 beautiful dudes every day.
Females. 30 to 40.
No, I'm seeing hot dudes everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hot dudes out there. Let me tell you that.
I don't know, man. Like people say, oh yeah, the beauty standard.
I mean, okay, so what? I think
Well,
that you're
your
someone
job also
who
is in entertainment, so it would make
yeah,
sense.
well, also like for a streamer, I feel like you go out a lot more, but a lot of these people spend all day like scrolling on like Instagram or TikTok, and then they'll see like every post is like a girl that's like probably prettier than most people they've ever seen in real life. So then they go back in real life and they're just like,
Well, she's prettier than she is in
I
real
mean,
life
just then
too.
go to the gym. Because the people who go to the gym are just fucking beautiful.
Well, some of them, yeah. I mean, for sure. I
Or
think,
trying to get there.
Well, they're not going to go to the gym, right?
Yeah,
That's the problem.
But I feel like people think that they're completely cursed by
think
RNG.
I think Emmy brings up a good point, right? Because like if you are a 13-year-old girl
Yes.
and you hate the way you look, you don't understand the context of face app, filters, Photoshop, makeup nuances.
yeah.
You know,
I mean,
color.
even for guys too, like.
Oh yeah,
I
no doubt.
feel like it's been getting worse for guys too. Like,
Oh, it definitely is.
I hate to use like words like body standards and stuff, but I'll see way more stuff of guys, just like weird things, and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Oh yeah, where like a chick has a Triple J Mega Milker as in game, and they say it's unrealistic, and then they see Kratos or Ryu,
Yeah.
and they say, oh yeah, that's
This is
normal.
what, yeah, I
Like, it
love
makes
that.
sense,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah,
It
there's like
fits
some
the context.
There's some girl in a game and she's just in shape.
Yep.
It's not like she's super hot. She doesn't have mega milkers. She's just an in shape woman with maybe a 6 out of 10 on the boob scale. Okay, and then they're like, oh well, this is an unrealistic standard.
Yep.
And then the male character, who's the male character? He-Man.
Yeah, he's like fucking
Yes, man,
jacked,
like, what is
like
this?
6 foot shoulder span,
Yeah.
massive fucking pecs, and it's like, well, he's really strong, so.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Well, so- and the thing is, guys never complain about that. They're like, yeah, of course that's who I want.
Because it's cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, this guy's like, yeah, it's like Ronnie
Well, I think
Coleman.
the problem is like because for guys like that, it's like, oh well, he's like cool, he's like an exaggerated masculinity, but for girls, it's like, yeah, that's just what hot girls look like. So it is kind of different, but
I don't know. I've never once thought when I see a video game character, that's how people look. At
I
least for
used
me.
to
Yeah,
want my
same.
hair to be like very and Terran WoW, and then I started balding. So yeah, it wasn't. I do have an example of that, but it's
I'm
close
so
enough.
sorry, man.
It is. Yeah, I know.
You know what's great?
What?
Next year, 1 year time, we're still doing this, and
Yeah.
you started to shave your head. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a moment, man.
You think that's gonna happen?
Yeah, bald
Wait,
Michael.
you would start shaving your head?
Absolutely not.
That's what he says now.
I really don't think my hair has gotten that much worse over the last 5
No,
years.
the thing is, I really
Yeah.
don't think your hair is bad at all.
Right.
But I feel like eventually you're gonna be tired of hearing
Well,
it.
I've thought about going for a consultation to get a hair transplant. a
Yeah.
little
Oh, well,
bit.
if you do that, you're probably gonna want to shave your head after anyway.
Well, I would do that probably just for the thing, but
Yeah.
like other than that, yeah, I thought about doing it. Sure, why not? Because I don't really like my hair, but it's not a big deal, right? Like, and this
Yeah.
is the problem, right? It's like, I mean, you were talking about this, where it's like people will focus on their hair, and it's like, oh, this is why I can't get a girlfriend. Oh, I can't get a girlfriend because I'm balding. I can't get a girlfriend because I'm 5'11". And it's like, if you talk to these people for 5 minutes, you'll
Their
realize.
personalities are just fucking
You'll
ass.
realize the real reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's like for like a surgery like that, it's like the reasons that you're doing it. I mean, if you just want to do it because you're like, oh, I feel like I'll look better, then it's like, why not?
I mean, I really feel like getting a girlfriend or boyfriend really is not that hard. You just do a simple formula,
No, dude,
which is
some of like the worst people I've ever known were
of
in
course.
relationships all the time.
100%. 100%. It just make that person, make them think that you are their favorite person. Like whenever they're around you, make sure they're having the most fun they can possibly have. They're laughing harder with you than anybody else. You know, just make them have fun, and then they'll want to date you eventually. Or you'll get. I don't think the friend zone's a fucking thing. That's, oh my god, that whole thing. Do y'all remember the friend zone era?
Well, it is a
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, that was like the intro to the incel arc.
I think that it's
Oh
definitely
my
a
god,
thing.
it was.
It actually was.
That's funny. Yeah, I like that.
I never thought of that.
yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I was in like middle school when that started, and I remember like I didn't even think about this, but I remember a bunch of other girls I was friends with on Facebook were like, why do we have to date you just because you're nice to us? And like some guys would be like, you know what, you're right, and others would be like, because like we do so much and no one cares. And it was like
Do
the
you
great
think I bought you
split.
Cheetos for nothing?
It was like the great split.
Oh no!
I
Nice
think that you're
guys
right. I
finished
mean,
last.
well, that's the thing, right? And it's like, I think the reason why that happens is because there is a tremendous lack of healthy male role models. Like, I think it's a massive problem.
I think that's really true. And I feel like it has been getting worse.
Yeah,
even.
it's like, because you know who should be your role model if you're a guy? It shouldn't be Andrew Tate. It should be Aragorn. Like Aragorn, who fucking came in there, saved his fucking kingdom, put himself before everybody else before himself.
Shit, yeah.
And he did what he needed to do.
Now they've got like Andrew Tate, the kick streamers.
Yeah,
that's true.
Man.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to, and also like there are things Andrew Tate, like I'm not an Andrew Tate hater, right? Like I don't hate everything he did. Well, I don't hate, I am with everything he says about women.
I think it's funny.
Which is, that's the stuff that you hear
Honestly,
about.
I haven't really watched that much of his stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I've watched a lot of it. And I've seen a lot of this stuff. And a lot of it is very, it's vanilla advice. It's like work out, you know, improve yourself. And so like all this stuff is good. It's really the women's stuff that's the problem, at least in my opinion. And I think that's the big issue is so like guys don't know how to court a girl, how to talk to a girl. And so like they look at talking to a girl as it's like, okay, so like, can I look up this boss fight on like Wowhead? Like, where do I look this up? Is there like YouTube video for this? And so like there are guys like Andrew Tate and these other, you know, pickup artists and stuff like that, where they'll sell guys courses that basically commodify the action of being in a relationship or talking to a girl.
I've noticed that all those coaches though, their like end game goal isn't like a healthy relationship. It's like,
no,
it's to hook up.
No, that's not true. Their end game goal is to get you to buy the next course.
Okay, well, I'm saying even within the course, it's like to hook up and then move on to the next one, which is like, you know, if people want to do that, that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, people do what they want.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they're not exactly selling like, I think like a lot of these guys that look into this do want to like feel loved and like someone cares about them, but entering this cycle, like if you already have bad self-esteem, it's just going to make it worse.
Yeah.
It was very interesting when you said we lack all these good role models, male role models.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to my friends about this recently about role models and like their heroes. And the person who I think that everybody's hero should be themselves. I feel that people, you know, like, I don't think that's a narcissist or egoistic take. I really feel like if you don't like yourself, if you are not your own hero, then I feel like you need to change yourself. If there's something that you don't like about yourself, you can change it, whether that's personality or body-wise or even career. Like I feel like with hard work, you can achieve pretty much anything in the majority of scenarios. Even if you think that you're fucking ugly, like if you go out to the gym and get in shape, it's really, I don't think I've ever seen a guy who's in shape where I'm like, wow, that guy's butt fucking ugly. I feel like it's pretty hard. Just get in shape and then grow a beard. And then that's pretty much 90% of the things people look at anyways.
Yeah, I'd say for most people to be like attractive, all you really need to do is like be in decent shape and like take care of your hygiene.
So I watched an incel documentary.
Yeah.
And it was a guy who was talking about how he used to be an incel. And it showed his bedroom. I showed this to y'all. And his bedroom had figurines of anime lollies in it. And so it's like, imagine what happens when you bring a girl over.
Yep.
And she sees that. It's fucking weird. It's extremely fucking weird. And so that's the truth, right? People
How old was that guy?
How old was he? He probably 24, 25.
Okay, because I was going to say, I feel like those kinds of guys, those are the kind of guys that girls date when they're like 17 to 20, and then it becomes a horror story for the rest of their fucking lives. I've heard so many stories from other girls about guys like that, and they're all like, man, that was fucking awful. The most emotionally abusive relationship I've ever been in.
Wow.
It's like crazy ass dudes.
Lollies.
Yeah, that is nuts.
We should talk about this.
Oh, really?
Can we talk about this?
I have no problem talking about it.
Okay, great. Oh my God.
I saw you fighting on Twitter with the people where you were like, if you like lollies, that's like low-key weird. Like you weren't even saying anything that controversial, and dude, people were fucking going in on you with lolly profile pictures. I was like, what is going on?
Twitter with 11.6 thousand posts for calling out lollycocks. Because I said, if you like children, if you like lollies, you're fucking creepy and you're a pedophile. The reason why I made this video is because there is a YouTube channel. I'm going to leave him unnamed because by calling him out, now the lollycocks have a place to take shelter.
Are you saying lollycucks?
Yeah, lollycocks.
How is that different from like lolicon?
Oh, that's just a more derogative way to say lolicon. I don't like saying the word lolicon. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. He made a video. You know Klee?
Yeah.
Nahida, Diona from Genshin
literal
Impact.
like 7-year-old
Well,
looking
he
characters.
made videos about which one of them's the most breedable and which one of them sucks the best dick. And
Bro.
he puts breedable over their eyes like the black logo on the porn logos. And I call him out for being that's just fucking disgusting, right? And that was one of those forehead takes. I was like, okay, I'll dunk on these people real quick just for fun.
Yeah, that seems like a given opinion.
Yeah, like a given dunk, you know?
Yeah.
Dunk on
The earth is round.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, you know? But apparently, when you poke the lollycut community, they don't like that. They do not. I have never seen more people defend pedophilia.
I think a lot of them are in denial. Because I think most people would agree. Like, I've seen people be like, oh, it's just a drawing. But it's like, what is the drawing supposed to be?
I get the meaning for some people. They're like, okay, Tectone, you can't call somebody who likes anime children a pedophile. You can't call them that. They haven't fucked a kid, right? Asmongold weighed on this with an amazing analogy.
I don't know if I would straight up say they're a pedo, right? Because it's like that word just has so much weight to it.
Of course.
It has so much strength to it. Is it really worth like watering it down for just creeps that are looking at pictures on the internet? Of cartoons. Like, I don't think so. Like, I don't know. But like, there's definitely a gray area. And what I said is that for everybody who was saying that, oh, it's not that bad, oh, it's not that big of a deal, it's totally fine, would you want a person that you knew was really into this stuff watching your kids?
Absolutely fucking not. I totally agree with
you. And that right there, that spread, that is the perfect explanation of the intellectual dishonesty, is because people, it's like, yeah, sure, like, let's think about this philosophically, let's think about it theoretically, and you are intellectualizing a problem that the moment whenever it actually approaches you in real life, you realize, wait a minute, this is fucking stupid. Of course I'm not actually gonna do this, right? And so like, this is one thing that a lot of people do on the internet, is that they will intellectualize and like theorize and philosophize about some idea or theory or some concept, and they will do it so much that they completely remove themselves from reality. And it's like, you are no longer in reality because you're operating of like 3 different steps of removal based off of like internet logic, where it's like, whenever it comes down to brass tacks, do you want a person into that stuff? Watching your kids? Absolutely not.
Hell no.
Here's another one. How many of you, well, actually, I'm not going to ask you guys. It's a bit odd, but there's a lot of people. I did this on my stream, so I just immediately started running that track.
Type 1 chat.
Yeah, exactly. Type 1 in chat if you agree. And so basically, if you watch hentai and you're into women, you're probably not going to watch gay hentai, right?
True.
With men in it. And if you're into, you're right?
Okay. It's not real gay, it's drawings.
Yeah, it's not real gay, it's drawings, right?
Yeah.
Because you still wouldn't be attracted to it. Now, how many people are not furries, but they watch furry hentai, furry anime?
Not very many.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
They're not attracted to that.
They're not attracted to furries. So that means that whenever somebody watches lolly content,
why do you think that is?
Why could that possibly fucking be?
Yeah,
like, it's just the level of intellectual, and I'm not saying to put all these people in jail, right?
Of course.
I'm not saying to shoot them, line them up, but I'm saying, bro, it's fucking creepy. Stop pretending like it's not.
Oh, 100%. And like when
That's all I want to say.
When I call somebody a pedophile, like I said, watering down the term, probably not a good idea.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're watering it down 100%. A little.
But like when I call somebody a pedophile, I'm not actually calling them a pedophile. It's like, for example, when I'm playing League of Legends and somebody sucks and I say, you're retarded, kill yourself. I'm not saying you are a retard. You have a mental disability. Go kill yourself now. I just need a severe word to call them that makes them know how I feel, because creep isn't enough. It's just not.
I mean, maybe they're not like, they haven't done any like, you know, pedophile crimes, but it's definitely pedophilic. Like it is like attraction to minors.
I don't know what the right word is. Like I struggle with using that word, because I think that, like, for example, I feel this way with using the words like slavery and using the word Nazi as well. Like Nazis did some really, really bad stuff. Like slavery, like they used to pull teeth out of black people so white people could have the teeth. And so like it was really, really bad.
I never heard of that.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
This is a really bad. Slavery was really bad.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And so like I don't like kind of like comparing, for example, being paid a low wage to slavery because I feel like it devalues the actual true historical horror of it.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, it's a word, right? Who cares about what word you use? Like, let's not be dishonest here. The people that are getting into this stuff, it's fucking weird. It is. And like, I don't want to have like my intelligence insulted by them saying that it's not. I don't want to be told that the thing that is right in front of you isn't there. Nah, bitch, it's there. And we all see it.
They're either just in denial or they don't want people to call them out for it. Or both.
We just need better words that don't water down pre-existing words, but still have the same emphasis, like nake. Like calling someone a fucking nake. Like that feels really good.
What's a nake?
Oh, it doesn't mean anything. But it feels like it should. Like if I called you a dirty fucking nake, like
Wait, did you make that up? Or
nake was originally coined by Sear in 2020. And now I'm continuing it.
I might start using that
The word
too.
I used recently is fluger.
Fluger?
Yeah, dirty fucking fluger. You know,
it
sounds really bad, but it doesn't mean anything.
So does Sear just come up with slurs that aren't slurs?
Yeah, he did. He did that with
good. I like that.
Yeah, slurs that aren't slurs. It's really good. Because it has like that real guttural feeling to it. But yeah, we need words like that. That way I can still call them what they are. They get it, but it's not watering down.
Yeah, they know what you mean.
100%.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, people get really offended about that and they get really defensive about it. And I think it's because like, it's one of the things in like our culture that it's like, you can't really do anything worse than that, right? Is like, you know, with stuff with kids and shit like that. Like, that's like the worst thing that you can possibly do. So of course people are trying to like defend it and everything. And it's like, I don't know really like what the solution to that is, right? I mean, how can these people seek help? How can they deal with it? I don't fucking know. And to be honest with you, I don't fucking care. It's not my problem. Stop posting your weird shit on Twitter. Keep it to yourself. And stop acting like it's not fucking creepy. That's all I want. That's it. It's just, it's so, and I think people obviously like nowadays on the internet, it is very weird how, and I don't know about you guys, but like I see this all the time where it's like, there are people that just have like such a dramatic, like, their perception of reality is based off of like an anime that was written in Japan that was supposed to be like a movie that was written in America. Like they don't even like, they're getting their version of reality like 3 steps of removal. And it's like the perspective that people have on things is just incredible to me. It's really incredible.
The thing that was crazy is I don't know that many people who, in my personal life, that actually like lollies. The closest one I have that is Lucari. I even asked Lucari about this shit. And even he thought that shit was weird.
Of course.
Which is insane. Also, do you know that Lucari went to a mental hospital?
No, I didn't know that.
Do you hear about
that? I knew about that, yeah.
Yeah, he's public about it, so this isn't like, you know, bringing. He went to a mental hospital. He was like in an asylum.
How long?
3 months.
How was it?
Apparently not good.
It sucked?
Yeah, apparently he got some...
they put him in a straitjacket?
I actually don't know.
I
really got some bad
I don't think they really do that in real life too often.
He ripped a door off of its hinges and threw it at people.
That's impressive.
Yeah, he was very angry. Don't do drugs, guys. Marijuana is very bad. Speaking of things that are very bad, I saw the interview with Dan Clancy recently, and Twitch is not profitable 6 or so years after the company was established. I don't know how long it's been since Justin TV. It's been a long fucking time.
Yes.
Longer than 6 years, way longer.
Okay.
I think like close to 10.
Yeah, I don't get how the company is still not profitable. I know, Asmon, you said you knew about this shit because I need you to make this shit make sense because it seems like it's doing very good. Maybe I'm missing something, but if it's not profitable now, when will it ever be? They laid off 35% of their employees.
500 people.
Yeah, which I think is fine if they really weren't doing anything. I don't know what they were doing. Maybe you all know.
Well, part of the reason they had so many people on to lay them off is because, what's the word? Like during COVID, a lot of businesses overhired.
Irresponsible overhiring.
Yeah, but then after they ended up having a lot of employees that literally didn't have anything to do.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay.
They had, I think the word's overgrowth during COVID.
Okay.
And then after COVID, they were like, well, we just sit around all day doing nothing. So.
And last thing, They were talking about removing Twitch Prime. I'm hoping that's not true. What do you know about that, Asmon?
Is this time for me to just start talking?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, why have you ever noticed in grocery stores why all of the important things like milk and electronics and things like that, have you ever noticed that all of them are all at the back of the store?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Sunk costs. I have no fucking idea, actually.
Think about it.
Oh, wait. You put them all the way in the back. That way you have to walk past all the other shit, so maybe you buy shit along the way.
It's cute, right?
Yeah.
That's cute, right? Okay, so basically, a lot of those things, are you familiar with what the term a loss leader is?
No.
Okay, so a loss leader is something in business where Black Friday sales are like this, where you're selling something as a loss in order for it to lead to other sales. Okay. So basically, we're selling 50-inch TVs for $50, but there's only 10 of them. And also, there's a bunch of other stuff in the store. And there will be people who, whenever they see that TV is sold out, they will buy the second best TV that they do make a profit on. Or on the way out, they'll buy, a Hershey's bar, or they'll buy a chair, or they'll do grocery shopping there. So basically, loss leaders function as a tool to get people into the ecosystem of using a service or going to a store. Okay. So this exists in a macro level on all kinds of websites. So do you think Kick is profitable?
Yes.
Why?
I believe they tout about it quite often.
In what context do you think Kick is profitable?
Honestly, I have no fucking idea. I believe I heard them boasting like, oh yeah, Twitch isn't profitable at the 70-30, yet we are at 95-5. Get your shit together.
Well, have you ever thought that Kick is probably only profitable whenever you contextualize it around the amount of referrals and traffic that it drives to Stake? Okay. Because Kick is profitable if you factor it into the ecosystem that it exists in, right? So for example, if you killed every mosquito in the world, you would completely destroy some ecosystems, even though everybody hates mosquitoes. Because things that, and this is like a bad thing in nature, that if you remove that, it will affect the entire ecosystem in a dramatic way where it wouldn't necessarily make sense.
So we kill all the streamers.
Right. And so, that's or the mosquitoes.
The mosquitoes.
The bloodsuckers. And so Amazon, how big is Amazon? Amazon is a company that has a net worth of $1,588 billion. That's $1.5 trillion. That's insane. That's a lot of money. So how much did Amazon buy Twitch for? Well, they bought it for $1 billion. It might be $2 billion. Account for inflation, growth, things like that, we're talking about $5 billion. So if you subtract 5 from 1,588, you pretty much have the same number, don't you?
Yeah.
So Amazon has a complete cultural lock on live streaming in Western audiences. And also another reason why Twitch, by the way, let a lot of people go is because obviously Twitch Korea is gone. So you lose a massive community there that's just gone. And that wasn't Twitch's fault. It seemed to me like, and I'm not sure about this, I talked to some Koreans, they feel the same way. Other people don't understand it.
Or are they still live?
They're still live until February. Okay. And so the reason why that happened was basically the Korean government and the ISPs there functionally creating a monopoly that benefits Korean businesses. So it was just basically subversion of the free market. And so it just fucked Twitch over. So that's what happened with that. Then you go back to Twitch. Whenever Twitch isn't making a profit, that doesn't necessarily mean that Amazon is spending $5 billion a year or $1 billion a year on Twitch. It could also mean that Amazon is spending $100 million because Twitch is making 4.2 million or 4.2 billion and it needs to make 4.3. So the difference is actually very small because just not making a profit, what does that mean? Are you behind on profit? Are you 50% of the way there? Are you 5 or are you 95? There's no way to know because they don't provide that data, at least as far as I know. Amazon's a publicly traded company. Do they provide the financials for Twitch? I don't know. I haven't seen them. But what I do know is that Twitch is a massive marketing tool for Amazon. And it's also, more importantly, a value add for Amazon's main vehicle for making sales, which is, again, another loss leader, which is Amazon Prime. So if Amazon Prime provides a value that people see is powerful, then people will buy that and then in turn be more likely to buy things from Amazon because, as you said, sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
Because now you've already bought this, it's like, well, I might as well use it as well. So basically what happens is that Twitch is making Amazon a lot of money and it's extremely valuable to them. The reason why people view it as not being valuable is because you're looking at a balance sheet, but you're only looking at that balance sheet in terms of what I was saying, like mosquitoes. You're not looking about the balance sheet in terms of the impact that those mosquitoes have on the entire ecosystem of Amazon, which is a $1.5 trillion company, where Twitch is such a small, minute piece of it. But at the same time, Twitch has so much value because of its cultural relevance, because of its ability to drive marketing, because of obviously, the marketplace that it has and like its basically like first mover advantage in the live streaming industry. There are so many different ways that Twitch is massively profitable and provides so much more value to Amazon than I think that anybody could even imagine. I think that Amazon is very happy with Twitch. And of course, things can be better. That's why they fired all those people.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, Emmy was right. The reason why all those people got fired is aggressive and also more than aggressive, irresponsible overhiring during COVID. And also you're seeing a lot of social media companies like Meta, and you're seeing social media companies like Twitter. I mean, Elon Musk fired 80% of Twitter. It's kind of like an extreme example. But Unity dropped a bunch of people, which is, again, probably a reaction to the controversy they had. But many companies have been dropping a lot of people. Tech companies have. And the reason for that is simply because tech is maturing. And, for many, many years, people were investing, like these venture capital companies were investing $100 million into every social media network. So it's like, well, we're just going to hit
What's venture capital mean?
Venture capital is whenever they give you money and then you use that money to make them money with making your company money.
Investors, pretty much.
Okay.
They say, we're going to give you $1 million. We're going to get 10%. And then in 10 years, that 10% is worth $10 million.
Okay.
Pretty simple,
Is it like
right?
Shark Tank? Or no?
Well,
kind of.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they do things like that in Shark Tank.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. And so that's kind of the way that it works. And that's the reason, and that's the way that Twitch is so profitable, is because Twitch, again, it's the cultural relevance that it has. And also the fact that whenever you say it's not profitable, that doesn't mean that it's not making any money. It might be making money, but it's not, it's 70% of the way there.
Yeah. It would probably be like 85% if you would run ads on your channel.
It would definitely help. Yeah, it would definitely help.
That's still crazy to me that you're not partnered and don't want to be partnered.
We'll see what happens, right?
Yeah.
They've been shadow banning me recently.
No
Really?
shot.
What do you mean by that? Like you don't
They've
show
been
up
turning
in
my
search?
stream off.
What?
My stream will go live and then it will go offline and then it won't come back online for like another 10, 20 minutes.
Oh, you know what else I've noticed? I'm not even kidding you. Because I thought it was a bug, but it happens for just your channel.
Yeah.
You'll be live, and it will not tell me that you're live.
That's right.
And then I'll refresh, still won't say it. I'll refresh, and then it'll say you're live.
That's right.
Then I'll refresh, and it won't be there anymore again.
That's right.
Is that on mobile?
It's for both mobile and desktop.
I was gonna say I have like some weird mobile bug where the top stream like doesn't show up until I refresh like 10 times.
Yeah, it's so annoying, and you see it for
and then the one in the middle is there twice.
Yes.
It's like, bro, what the fuck? It's so annoying. They need to fix that shit.
Oh, also, I want to say, so we all had a conversation at length after we recorded the steak and egg special at my house, where you all talked to me about things I should be doing on stream. Well, I've taken all of y'all's advice. It has worked fantastically.
It's crazy.
Things like what?
I have just completely stopped giving a fuck, and I'm saying everything that I want to say, and I'm doing some fucking goofy ass content. Because the moment, the day after y'all talked to me about like just do more crazy shit on stream, the next thing I did was I went live and I got completely naked and masturbated on stream.
Oh yeah,
that was because of our talk.
Yep.
We did that.
1,000,000% because of
I
y'all.
created that hate thread on Twitter.
Was there a hate thread on there?
Yeah, there was.
I
you
never even
made
saw
the
it.
hate
Look at
thread?
me. I didn't see it for once.
People were tagging me on it. That's how I found out about it.
Oh my
what were they
God,
saying about
that's
me?
crazy.
I don't know, that you had a majority underage audience and that you were masturbating on stream.
I put 18 plus in the title.
I hate when people say that shit because it's usually not true for streamers. There
3%.
aren't a lot of kids that watch Twitch, and when they do, they're watching people like Kai, Queso, Minecrafters, things like
Queso's
that.
low-key hilarious. Have you seen his shit, Queso?
No, I haven't yet.
He's like a fat fuck. And his
Really?
whole gimmick is being a fat fuck.
Okay.
It's awesome. That's
a good one.
His whole chat just shits on him for being fat.
Okay.
He like pulls up some comment with them shit talking for being ugly as fuck. And it's like, you're banned. And that's his whole channel. His TikToks blew up. He's so funny. It's Queso and Jinxie.
Yeah, Jinxie's pretty
Huge
big too.
right now. Jinxie's
Yeah.
like he plays, what is it?
Rainbow Six
Rainbow
Siege.
Six.
Yeah.
Says some dumb shit. It's good days, man.
He's funny. He's funny. I
they're,
like him.
They're good. They're funny as
They're
fuck.
good vibe channels.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, they're definitely like, I mean, obviously, and those guys are like 20, 21. So like, big surprise. They're going to have an audience of guys that are younger.
Absolutely.
And so it's like, I'm old. And so I'm going to have other guys that are watching me. Like anytime that like in real life, somebody recognizes me, it's like, oh, so, honey, give me a minute. Oh, Asmon, big dick.
Yeah.
And that's it, you know? And it's always guys with gray beards, 20s, late 20s. That's usually what it is.
Aren't you like only like 32, 33?
33, yeah.
Who cares?
Well, I mean, 33 is a very big difference than 23.
It's probably like 40-year-olds though being like, haha, you're so old.
Yeah.
Because like more than half of my audience is older than me, and I get people being like, you're dying soon. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
know.
I'm just saying, like, dude, if I go on YouTube and I see This Is It by Asmongold video, and then you pull a Matt Pat, which by the way, that shit broke my heart. I love Matt Pat, bro. You can't retire, man. You can't.
I'm happy for him. I think it's
Yeah.
great. And he'll probably still do YouTube a little bit after he takes a break
Yeah.
for a while, same as other people will. It's good for him to take a break, take some time off, and really do something else, and then come back, maybe recenter. A lot of people like,
Yeah.
he'll probably do something else.
He's been on the
what would
grind
be,
for years.
I guarantee you, this would break trending. This would be like top 50 trending if you were to make this video. Just make a video saying, I'm not retiring.
Yeah.
And then just talk about why you're not retiring.
Uh-huh.
I bet that would farm views 100%. That's a good ass video.
You think so?
Yeah, because everybody else is retiring. So I'm know, but hey, man, I'm not. Because I want to play video games every day until I
Yeah.
fucking die.
Well, I don't really, I don't really think about retiring or anything like that. I
Yep.
never worry about that kind of stuff. Like, obviously, something crazy could happen or whatever. I mean, who knows? But
You've
why-
never thought about retiring ever.
Oh, no, I used to all the time.
Okay, I did as well when I played Genshin.
I wonder, I bet why.
Since I stopped, I don't think about it
Yeah.
anymore. When did you think about retiring? Also, Emmy, have you ever thought about it as well?
I did, yeah. Well, whenever I thought about retiring, I never thought of it as like a super near future thing.
Oh, I did.
But I was like, probably like 2-3 years. And that was when I was doing the constant like just chatting collab stuff.
Ooh.
Like I do like doing those streams, but there was a point I was doing them like 3 times a week. And I was like, man, but now that I'm doing like 70-80% gaming content, I've been a lot happier.
Yeah.
I think that at some point I will take a big step back from streaming, but I don't think for a long time, maybe like 4 or 5 years minimum.
Yeah. 4 or
Yeah.
5 years later? When you're,
From now,
so then you'll be like, what, 30?
30, yeah.
Okay.
You'd be really old then, like us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I used to be like, man, like 30, that's like crazy. That's like, you can't be on the internet anymore. But I
Right.
mean, there's people like Valkyrie and Lily Pichu who are still doing pretty well, just chilling, doing their own thing. And I'm like, well, I could do that.
Like with YouTube, I think it is also different. Like that's why
That's true, yeah.
I wanted to focus more on YouTube, is I feel like Twitch definitely has like a younger trend with it. Whereas like
You
on
think so?
YouTube, yeah, I think so for sure.
Yeah, I think it's because like with younger people, like a younger streamer, it's like you're watching them experience a lot of things for the first time. It's more interesting. But like an older streamer, I feel like it's more about like chilling with them. I don't know if that makes
So
sense.
here's a really good way to look at it. Super easy. How many popular Twitch streamers have gray hair?
Okay. I get that.
Yeah, but
okay.
That's a good one, right?
That's
Yeah.
true,
Yeah.
but like anyone who has gray hair would have been kind of too old to get into Twitch when it started
Yeah,
anyway.
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, there's like Pops. I feel it's because I feel like everybody knows YouTube, but nobody knows Twitch. It's too like too obscure.
That's what I'm saying.
I still
Oh,
feel
okay.
like when you're that old, I feel like most of the people that will watch you will be people that have been around for a long time. But that means like a lot of other people who are around for a long time will have like moved on with their life, and it might be hard to get new viewers at that point.
I am not sure about that. I mean, I'll let you know in 20 years. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's not necessarily true. It just depends on how you have how you do your content. Like for example, George Carlin was popular for his whole life, getting new fans all the time. He was a comedian. And, he was like 70, 80 fucking years old, and people were loving it. He was super popular. So I think it really just depends. Like a lot of the reason why I think people fall off is because they get off. Like they're like, okay, well, I've done this for 5 years. I want to start a family and I'm going to be more casual with my content. and just put less effort into it. And I think that's amazing. That's great because that's the natural like way of life. But I think also there are people who, the reason why I think some people fall off and aren't successful anymore is because they never really knew why they were successful in the first place.
Yeah.
And so like, if you can't understand why people watch you, then you can't understand how to get people to keep watching you. So I think that's really what the issue.
That's good as fuck advice. That's really good advice.
Yeah, sure.
I like that.
And so, yeah, I would say that that's the way at least I look at it.
Yeah.
And for me, like, I never really worry about, losing relevance or anything like that, because I think that there will always be a group of guys that want to listen to another guy talk about video games and fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Just internet drama. Like, this will never get old. It will never happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a pretty good niche to do long-term content creation.
I mean, straight. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
YouTube's video's been doing really well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. Especially, I feel like people's shorter lifespans are people who tie their entire relevance to a certain game success.
Game, yes.
Yeah, a certain
Yes.
game, or I feel like people who tie their identity to like being edgy or like they only like talk shit on people. Like it's kind of different than drama creators. Like an example, I don't know if I should name
This would
specific
be the
people.
point where if we were off stream, we'd be like, oh, like this guy and that
Yeah,
guy.
okay,
Oh,
so
exactly.
people that
Yeah,
tie their
right, so-
identity to being edgy or like being a piece of shit, I feel like that audience gets tired of them really fast and moves on to the
100%.
next one, compared to someone who makes content based around something that they enjoy, and then other people who enjoy the same thing find them.
Yeah. I have experienced the content creators who have tied themselves to a video game to such severe degrees that it's actually sickening, where people's entire personality becomes Genshin Impact. It actually drives me insane just to think about, where people like started to sexually identify as characters from the fucking game.
Oh, they're kinning?
What is that?
Oh,
Kinning?
I know
Other
about
kinning?
this from cosplay. So it's when
Yeah.
someone is, I mean, it's like they're obsessed with the character. They're like, I identify with this character so much that they're literally me. Like I am them. Like a lot of people who do kinning. I mean, most of these people are kids, right? But not all of them. Like,
Not all of them.
like you know, like what's an example? Like I don't know, like Junko and Ashima from Danganronpa.
Oh, yeah,
There's
Junko.
this thing called shifting where they'll be like, oh, like my personality changed and I shifted into them. I became them, and like they'll like act like they have like multiple personality disorder.
How the fuck do you find out about this? I've never heard of this ever.
Because I was a TikTok cosplayer for a while, and I would see this shit, and I would just be like, "Yep."
Oh yeah, people do that kind of stuff. They think that they're animals.
Oh yeah,
all
like there's
kinds of stuff.
animals
oh, yeah.
too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
the
bumped into
characters.
furries at the arcade the other day.
Oh yeah.
Were they wearing the
Yeah,
fursuits?
full suit.
How'd they smell?
Oh, like piss.
Okay.
Like piss?
Yep, like piss. They were doing the old, what's it called? Musky Husky.
No conveniently placed
What is
holes.
musky husky?
Oh, Musky Husky is before you have sex in your fur bodysuits, you piss in them. That way you smell like a dog. It's Musky Husky.
I've never smelled a dog that smells like human piss, but
Well,
okay.
Those
What do you
ones.
think their dogs smell like?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God.
so that's just how it is.
That's crazy. What?
Oh, also, saw the clips of your dad.
Yeah.
Yep. You
My
got-
dad saw the clips of you talking about him. He said, "Tell Tectone I'm not evil," because I asked him what he got wrong on a test. Because I said, my dad,
Yeah.
like I would do a test.
Yeah.
I would get a 97 on the test.
Yeah.
He would be like, "Oh, what'd you miss?" That's the first fucking thing he would say every time. And it's like, I don't know. Like I don't remember. He's like, "Nah, what was it?" And that's how it was. He says, "I'm not evil for that."
No, okay, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Asmon Paw. Yeah. No, he's so funny.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
your dad's fucking awesome,
He
dude.
randomly, I mean, did you see this?
No,
he
I didn't.
randomly showed up at my house. So like he thought that my account was shadow bound.
Yeah.
And he came over while I was streaming, and he just comes over and he just starts talking shit. He's like, "Yeah, so he didn't fucking do anything. The house is a fucking mess.
Yeah.
He never does anything. He needs to step the fuck up.
I
He needs
love
to
that.
start working harder. Like, you're so lazy." He's like, "You're working 8 hours a day. That's it."
Yeah.
Like, oh God.
Dude, your dad needs to make a Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so
Oh,
fun.
my
That would go
God.
hard.
I made a tweet at him praying he would see it if he had a Twitter, dude. It was so funny.
Man.
But yeah, I think your dad's right, man. You need to step the fuck up. You need to clean that house.
God. Yeah,
Get it clean.
I did clean my bathtub. I took a shower for the first time in 2.5 months.
What?
How was that?
Well, the reason why is that I was beginning to evolve. And I was developing, I guess you would call them scales. And so, part of my skin.
Shingles? I didn't know you were that old.
Well, I don't think it was shingles. I mean, no, it was just an armor of dead skin and dirt that was just like building up on me. And I could tell, the reason why I could tell is I walked to the store and it was like 40 degrees outside. And I didn't even realize how cold it was until I saw everybody else in like massive jackets and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't even really feel how cold it is anymore. And so I thought to myself, maybe I should actually take a shower. Maybe I should do it. And I did. I took a shower for the first time in 2.5 months.
That's fucking gross.
It was amazing.
Yeah. I just want to.
Wait, so why weren't you showering before that? Because the bathtub was dirty?
I just thought it was a waste of time.
And it made him bald.
And also, I just wanted to see what it was like, right? It's like, because I had like very dry skin. And I was like, well, I wonder what would happen if I just didn't shower for like 2 or 3 months, right? Let's see what happens. What's going to happen to my skin? And just experiment. And,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I have to shower, bathe like every day. I used to bathe like 6 times a day.
Why?
You know what? I'm going to start eating my own shit.
Oh, yeah?
Just to see what
That's
it's
good.
like. For a week.
Recycling?
Yeah, for a week.
Yeah, when I bathe 6 times a day, it's because I had this therapist that was like, well, what do you do when you're stressed? I was like, I take a bath. They're like, well, why don't you start trying every time you're anxious, you take a bath? And then I got in this habit for about a year and a half of I would take 3 to 6 baths a day.
You get anxious a lot.
Yeah, it was bad back then.
I used to have a panic attack before every stream.
Yeah.
So I had to like slam.
I had a phase like that too.
It was bad. I would slam like 150 milligrams of CBD, but then that would make all my streams shit because I'd be so zenned out. I could barely even like speak a straight sentence.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I feel like we're done with the episode, to be honest.
Is that it?
I think so.
You want to read a cue of the...
Yeah.
Oh, we need to sign the postcards
too. You gotta send a postcard. Yeah. Okay, I'll sign that real quick.
Okay. Sign all 3.
Okay. Yeah, it was weird, man. Like doing it for the first time in 2.5 months. Oh my God.
You don't like taking baths or showering? That's just so nice.
It's not that I don't like it. It's that if I don't have to do it.
You forget?
Well, no. It's like, think about all the other things I could do instead.
Yeah, but you can do it in like 5 minutes.
No, you don't understand. Like I had to, like I don't use soap whenever I shower. I have like a sharp object that I use to scrape all of the skin off. Yeah, I do.
I want to hope that you're joking.
No, I'm not. I had a screwdriver for a while and then I stopped doing that. And then I would use my nails and like they're so bad that I actually have like some scars on my back because I used to dig the skin off of my back whenever I was a kid.
There's a thing called a loofah that does that.
Yeah, that's a Quester ward in Searing Gorge. It removes bleeding. I know about that.
My God, bro, you have to stop with that. That is wild.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, me personally, I think you should just take a bath. They're kind of nice. It's
they're really nice.
Yeah, you take a nice little shower, warm it up. There's baths and showers that have steam buttons where they'll steam it up a little bit before you get in there.
Oh yeah, great. So I can waste more time.
Yep.
I used to have one of those big bathtubs that you press a button and it makes bubbles.
Oh my God.
That's cool.
A jacuzzi or whatever.
I have one of those too, but it doesn't work. So I just look at it.
But
I don't want to get it fixed either.
Here's the thing, right? Is like, whenever I say this, like you do really stop getting dirty after about the 2nd week. You do.
Yeah, people used to not have bathtubs or showers.
That's right. And so how did they live? Well, to be honest, they died at 40.
Yeah.
So that was kind of what I was thinking. That's why I decided to take a shower. But yeah, no, it's...
Well, did you hear about that guy? He was like, he lived in like some remote...
94 years old.
He lived in like some remote village or something, and he didn't shower for like, what was it, like 50 years?
What do you think happens
and
every single time?
They convinced him to bathe, and he died like a week later.
No way. The dirt was protecting him? This is real?
He thought that. He believed that. And every time that story goes viral, guess who gets tagged? All fucking day.
Old Baldy.
All baldy. All baldy's getting a lot of messages about that. And so, yeah, no, I mean, like, and I think it works. There's like a certain degree of it that works. But like, yeah, my routines are not what a normal person should do.
Yep, I agree.
At all. Absolutely not.
But you know what normal people should do?
What's that?
Like, comment, and subscribe, and check out our Patreon.
That's right.
While I'm reading these comments about our last episode, which are from Hexen Koenig 7074, which is, it's so wholesome of Emmy to spend time with the elderly during Christmas.
Okay, well, I just turned 26, so I'm basically the elderly too
Yeah,
now.
I was about to say, it's not true anymore.
Yep. Mantis Bogan MD5 5780 says, Asmon's joy playing with the cat reminds me of seeing all the old folks' faces light up when they bring the therapy dog to the nursing home.
The therapy
Thanks a lot,
dog.
guys. Really appreciate that. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, Bongo misses you guys. And Blood Suicide, what a name, says, I'm not stressed, she screamed while baking cookies.
I wouldn't really call them cookies.
Yeah, it was more of like a bread pie.
It was a thing. I wouldn't call it food.
You know, I had to talk to my buddy.
What's that?
And I was like, Leroy, why the fuck did you say that cake tasted good?
Yeah.
I had to talk to him after. I was like, bro, you can tell me it's bad. Anyways.
That's
that
about
was
it,
fun.
boys. Hey. Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff today. Oh my God, yeah. There's like a good 10 minutes where I was just going nonstop, talking, non-fucking stop. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you just get to, all right, phone it in.
YouTube video, man. Let's go.
Yeah, there it is. Well, it's different than a YouTube video because I'm not pulling up a chat or and arguing with them and banning them.
Yeah, you should.
So, yeah, there it is.
Which we might do for the Steak and Egg special.
1 year anniversary.
That's
We might do a live show.
That's like a month from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming up.
It's a bit.
1 year.
So anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Then you turn and you look at me. There's a little glimmer that I can see. A sparkle in your eyes. It makes me realize all we need is you and me. A light shines from your eyes. It brightens in a cloudy day. And I find your light shines brighter when you turn and shine your light my way.
I assume that this is for you guys. If you were gay, if you were gay, what would be your type of man? Example, lumberjack, bodybuilder, femboy, chonky boy.
Okay, I thought a lot about this.
Yeah.
So when I think about being gay, I would immediately think, oh, I want to fuck a femboy because they look like a woman.
Right.
Yeah, but that's
And
because you're straight. So
Exactly.
It's like, yeah.
So if I was actually gay, I probably wouldn't want a femboy. I would probably want somebody who could fuck me just as hard as I'm fucking them. Right?
Like
So-
a grizzly bear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a big, big, big dude.
Okay.
Because then,
Yeah.
gay sex,
Right?
very familiar with it.
Yeah.
It's probably like normal sex. I don't think I've ever seen gay sex.
Well, I think it's a lot like wrestling.
It is like wrestling. And
Yeah.
matches are better when each opponent is equal sizes.
Right.
So I would probably want another 6'7" dude fucking me just as hard as I'm fucking them. And probably bald too.
Okay. So if I was gay, I don't think I'd really have a type. You know, maybe I'd be attracted to personalities. You know, I'd be like, okay, I just want a big, strong man to protect me and take care of me.
There you go.
And you know, as long as they're not, you know, like crazy or like really like something wrong with them, then it's okay.
Okay, well,
What if you were gay?
if I were gay,
Yeah.
how do I, like, if I were gay, like, with women, or, like, if I was a gay man? Like,
No, if you were gay with women.
I mean, I've dated a woman, so
No. But you
it's not
dated,
an if.
but you weren't, okay, but you weren't gay.
I was bi.
Exactly.
So if I were gay,
Yeah, pure gay.
if I were gay,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Super
It'd
gay.
probably be the same. I'm
Super
not
gay.
really into like butch girls, like masculine looking girls. I like feminine girls, like
That makes
girls that
sense.
like do their makeup. They're like soft looking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. I don't know.